and you was in agreement with that. Now you're trying to tell me that you're not in agreement with it. So I told him, I said, well, okay then, so what are you planning on doing? He said, well, the only thing that I remember you paying was $840. I said, that's all you remember? I said, Mr. Manning, I paid you more than that. He said, well, I can't remember that, and you don't have no receipt, and I don't have no receipt. So all I'm going to give you is $840. So that's what he done. So when I found my receipt, I took it up there and showed it to him. I said, here's the receipt with the money that I paid you. So he didn't dispute that, but he told me he felt the only thing he owed me was $750, not my $1,500. So I said, well, why should I give you $750 and you owe me $1,500? He said, well, because it took you so long to pay for it. So that I feel that's all I need to give you, and plus you made me lose money on my truck. I said, how did I make you lose money on your truck? You been sold that truck when I gave you the $840. I believe you sold that truck.
Well, you're suing for $1,500.
Yes.
So you made in summer of 2003 an $840 payment, and that was at that point, according to your testimony, you had $2,640 into it, correct?
Yes.
And that final payment you never gave him, obviously.
No,
right.
The rest of it I didn't
So
give him. I have my receipts of how much I totally paid him.
Well, hang on. $2,640 is what, according to you, you paid him. And he gave you back how much of that?
I gave her $1,100 cash.
Well,
No.
ma'am, we'll get to you, sir. How much did you get back
He
from
gave
him?
me $840.
Okay, so if he gave you $840 back, then you should be owed $1,800, right?
Yes. He
And-
gave me, I have the receipt for the $840.
But you're suing for $1,500.
Yes,
Why?
because I gave him $300 was the first payment I
Right.
had gave him. Then I turned around and gave him $1,500.
Right.
Then I turned around and gave him $840.
Right.
Okay, and from all that, the only thing he gave me back was $840.
Well, leaves a balance of $1,800.
Yes.
Why are you suing for $1,500? How did you get that number?
Well, because I didn't add the rest of it at the time when I came down here to file for it.
Most people add that in, ma'am.
I
It's
know.
$300.
I
According to
know.
your own, ma'am, sir, just wait, okay? You get your turn. For now, be quiet. You screwed yourself out of $300.
I know.
Potentially.
Well, the plaintiff can't add, but it doesn't matter because she has receipts. They're very important if you're going to go to court. Let's see what the defendant has.
We had a contract, well, we had an agreement.
You didn't have anything written, did you?
Yes, I did.
Do you have it with you today?
But during that blackout, I had a break-in when we lost electricity
Yeah.
in 203. They vandalized my office completely.
Did you give a copy of the agreement to Ms. Strange?
They vandalized my
No,
office.
did you
Your
give a copy of the agreement to Ms. Strange?
No, there was no agreement. It was all verbal.
So you had nothing written?
Only the receipt for the money.
Did you have a written contract?
No, sir.
Okay, so you had receipts for the money. So does she.
Yes, sir.
Yours were stolen, she has hers.
She lost hers also.
Well, she's got it now, I guess. I mean, I haven't seen it, but I see a big bunch of papers.
We settled the case in 203.
You did?
Yes, for $1,100 cash. I said, that's all I can remember. The $1,100 total. I'll be more than happy to give it to you, which I did. Gave her $1,101 cash. And the case was closed.
Well-
And she came back a year and a half later. She says, I found the receipt now.
Okay.
I says, ma'am, the case is settled.
You're not, well, ma'am, sir, you're not a judge. You can't close the case the way I can.
I lost all my paperwork was messed up. She couldn't find hers, and we couldn't make the sale because she didn't have hers. I lost mine. I couldn't find mine. I said, give me time. Hopefully, I can find it. I looked and looked. I couldn't find it
Why couldn't you make the sale?
because she. At the time, to the best of my knowledge, she only gave me $1,100, and I said I'd be more than happy to give you your money back. You have no paperwork. I lost mine. I can't find mine either. So all I can do is give you $1,100, which I did.
No, why couldn't you make the sale? She came to you, at least according to her testimony, at the end of 2003 with the balance. Why didn't you sell her the truck or the car?
Because what the numbers she told me, and to the best of my knowledge, she didn't have any paperwork. I didn't have any paperwork. I couldn't take her word of mouth for what, all I could remember was $1,100. I said, I can credit you for $1,100.
How much money? No. She came to you, according to her testimony, at the end of 2003 with the balance owed on the thing. And why didn't
She
you take
didn't-
the balance and sell her the vehicle?
She tried to tell me, I didn't see the money. The sale wasn't, all she was worried about where the truck was. I don't think she had all the
Where
money.
was the truck?
I finally sold it.
Why?
Because I settled with her.
No, this is before there was any dispute. This was before there was a dispute. She's telling me, and maybe...
Well, the truck, I had a truck all along until we settled. We settled in 2003. And I sold the truck a couple months after that.
Mr. Kassab, either you're playing games with me or you don't understand. And I don't know why you can't understand it, because this is easy. This is easy to understand. According to what she said, she was going to pay you the balance of what the agreed upon price was for the vehicle at the end of 2003. And this was before there was a dispute. Before there was a dispute about anything. She wanted to pay you and buy the car. Why couldn't she do that?
But the balance, what she told me what the balance was.
Which was $2,640, according to her.
Let's see the paperwork here.
Well, I'm asking you. I don't want to say, I'm asking you.
Like I said, I lost all the paperwork. I could not find my paperwork because of that
Then how much do you think was owed at the time?
$1,100. And
She was going to pay you $2,640. I'm not talking about settling the case. I'm talking about buying the vehicle, Mr. Kassab.
Because the total, what she claimed she put down, it was different than what I can remember.
What do you remember?
I could remember the $1,100, and I said I'd be more than happy to give you the I'll either credit you $1,100, I'll give you cash $1,100. She just give me the $1,100, and I gave her the $1,100.
All right. Was the agreed upon price for this vehicle $4,500?
$4,500, yes.
All right. Well, you know.
With the front end damage.
What? With what?
With front end being damaged.
Well,
the car
okay.
had been in an accident.
Well, okay, but it was $4,500.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's what it was. And there's no dispute that that's what the price
Absolutely
was for the
not.
vehicle. I have receipts totaling up $2,640 right here. You can look at them if you want to,
Yeah,
Mr.
I like to see
Kassab,
it.
but there they are. She doesn't have the vehicle. The deal didn't go through. She paid you $2,640, and then you got back an additional $840.
All I got back was $840.
Right. So that leaves a balance of $1,800. I think that's what you owe her, sir. Judgment is going to be entered in favor of the plaintiff for $1,800. I will add to that cost consisting of a $45 filing fee and a $21 service fee, bringing the total amount of the judgment to $1,866.
What if I bring that receipt for $1,100?
The case is done, Mr. Kassab. Now it is settled.
No, Judge, case closed. Good decision. If you're going to sue, make sure you can prove your case. Here, the plaintiff had receipts, the defendant didn't. Plaintiff proved her case. Plaintiff wins. If you find that you are involved in a dispute that you can't resolve, small claims court may be the answer. Thanks for watching Case Closed. I'm Charlie Langton.